Good evening, students. Today we are going to start another part of this chapter, Practical Geometry. Today you will learn how to bisect one line segment. Already you have learned how to draw the line segment by using the compass and ruler. Today we will bisect that line. So how you can do this one? Let's come to this part. Okay, for that first of all I will take one line segment. Okay, let's take a measure of, for the first example here we are going to do, I am taking one line segment of, let's take it is of 7 centimeter. Okay, see, I am taking one line segment of 7 centimeter. Okay, let's name this one as AB. Now I want to bisect this one. It is 7 centimeters, so it's a half. 7 centimeters a half. Its half will be how much? 7 divided by 2, that is equal to how much you will get? It will be 3.5 centimeters. So I have to verify this one after complete the construction. Let's see how we can do. So first of all, I will take my compass and I will expand it, and that expansion of my compass will be more than half of this line segment. See, you can assume this one. Okay, see, I am taking the radius of this compass which will be more than half of this that given line segment. Otherwise you can do one thing, you can take the full length also, but I am not going to take that full length. I want to utilize the paper, the maximum space for number of questions I want to do. So here I will take more than half of this given line segment. So check it very carefully. I am taking more than half. Now with this radius I am drawing this arc. Okay, I have taken this arc. You can complete circle also, but it is not necessary. Now without disturbing the radius of this compass, I will repeat the same from the another point. First one I have done from point B. Now I am doing from point A. Let's intersect that previous arc. See, I am repeating the same from point B. Whatever radius I have taken, with the same, without disturbing my compass, I am repeating the same from point A with the same radius of my compass. Now when I have just bisect these two, that intersect these two arc, what I have got here, I have got two intersection point. You can see here one intersection point and this is the another one. Now I am going to join these 2 points. Okay, so when I will join these 2 points, what will happen, can you say? I will get one point on this line segment which I have drawn earlier, that is AB. Let's join these two. It will pass through AB. Yes, here this point I can mark this one, let it be O. Now I have to verify that length of OA and OB is equal or not. Okay, let's see. Afterwards I will measure this one by using the ruler. First I will verify this one by using my compass. I am expanding from O to A. Yes, that much I am getting. Let's see this side is also equal or not. Yes. See here, that is equal. I am showing you it. You check it carefully. This side how much I am getting, that side also I am getting this much. I am not disturbing the compass. See, so here I can say that line has been properly bisected. Now I want to verify this one by putting my ruler. Let's see. I have taken that line segment of 7 centimeter. Yes, it is okay. Now you see that bisection point where it is. It is absolutely 3.5. See here, that line, you can see it. Go through the ruler properly, visualize it. Yes, see here, that point where that intersection has been done, that point is 3.5 exactly. So in this way you can bisect any given line segment. This is the only one thing you have to do in this exercise. So now I am going to solve some questions, but before I start the exercise I want to show you one thing. Here I have taken more than half, that arc I have taken. Okay, so let's go for another example. You should learn it, otherwise in next time you can make mistakes. So what I will do, here I am taking, let's take one line segment. Here I am taking, let it be 6 centimeter. I have taken one line segment of 6 centimeter. Okay, I have named this one as xy. Now I want to bisect this one. As I have followed in the first one, I am taking the first arc which is more than half. I have taken, but if I am taking less than half, yes, see, you can when you will observe this one by looking at that, you can say that yes, it is less than half. If I am taking less than half, what will happen? Will you get any intersection point? See, this side I am taking that arc, from that side also I am taking that arc. What will happen? Will we get any intersection point? Does this two arc intersect each other? No, we are not getting any intersection point. So in this way, if we are taking less than half, we cannot get. But if we are taking exactly half, then also we can get 1 point. But it is better always you follow that more than half. Okay, let's come to the exercise. Here we are going to do question number 3 from exercise 14.5. Your question is, draw the perpendicular bisector of xy whose length is 10.3 centimeter. So in first point, what we have to do? We have to draw that line segment whose length is 10.3 centimeter. So I am going to draw that line segment which is 10.3 centimeter. Okay. So here, yes, I have got 10.3 centimeter. You can see it carefully. See it. It is 10.3 centimeter. Okay, that line segment, its name has been given xy. It is 10.3 centimeter. Its name is xy. Again, I am showing you it is 10.3. See, verify this one. Then you have asked that perpendicular bisector of this one. So what I will do, again I will follow the same thing what I have done in the example. I will take more than half of that line segment. So I think it will be more than half. Let's verify. Yes, little bit more. Yes, if I am taking up to that. Okay, now okay, it is more than half. So first arc I have taken from y, and with the same radius I will repeat the same from point x. Okay, I am showing you. I will show you again. See, in both the sides I have taken more than half. You can see, yes, it is more than half of the line segment. So from that I am taking this first arc, and with the same radius, without disturbing my compass, I am repeating the same. I am drawing the another arc which will bisect the previous arc. Okay, now after that I have got two intersecting point. Now I will join these two. Yes, this is the perpendicular bisector of this line segment xy. Okay, I have drawn that line. It is the perpendicular bisector of xy. Let's verify it has been bisected properly or not. For that, I can do one thing. If I am measuring this one by putting my compass, see, this is the midpoint. If I am marking here, yes, that side also. Okay, see, in both the sides, if I am turning this one, yes, it is exactly done. Now you have asked in this question, take any point P on the bisector drawn. So anywhere, let it be P. I am marking it here. If this point is P. Now you have asked to join P to X and P to Y. So you will get PX and PY. Let me join this one. PX and PY I will join. This one second. Yes. When I am joining these two, yes, it is px, and this side it will be py. Okay. Yes, I have joined these two. Here you have asked, examine whether px and py is equal or not. So again I will use my compass. I will center it on p, then I will extend it to x or y, anywhere. Okay. Yes. See, you know na, radius of a circle is always equal. So when I am extending this one, that means I am looking up to the circumference of the circle. So this is the radius. That means if I am looking for a circle with a center P, then Px or Py will be the radius. So here we can say, yes, Px. Here we can say that Yes, px equal to py. That part is over. This is the first bit of this question we have verified. Now you have asked if m is the midpoint of xy. That means this point we have taken, that where it has been intersected, that point is named as m. Then you asked to verify that it is the midpoint of x and y. M is the midpoint. Here you have asked what you can say about the length mx and xy. Yes, let's verify. Mx, whatever we are getting, that is mx, whatever it is the half of xy. Yes or no? So here we can say that in bit b, we can say that mx is half of xy. Yes or no? Yes, we have verified this one. It is xy. Okay, so let's come to the next question. Here I am going to solve question number 8, then I will do number 9. In question number 8, you have asked, draw a circle of radius 4 cm. Draw any two of its chords. Construct the perpendicular bisector of these chords. Where do they meet? So first I have to take one line segment that is 4 cm. That means, and it will be the center of this, radius of this circle. So put the scale, then I am going to mark up to 4 cm. Yes, this will be the radius of my circle. Here it is 4 centimeter. Okay, this one is 4 centimeter. So let's mark it the center here. Then I am extending this compass. This is the radius, so I am going to draw the circle with the radius of 4 centimeter. Yes, done. Now I have asked to draw any two chord. So I am not going to take the diameter. I will take any two. So here I am taking one chord. Smaller one I am taking. Okay. One chord I have taken. Another one I am taking here. Let's see what will happen. Here you have asked if you are bisecting these two chord, where will they meet or what will happen to them? Let's see. Here first one I am going to bisect this chord. What will happen? Again I am taking more than half. See, you have to assume this one. Yes, I am taking more than half of this line segment, that chord. Okay, let's draw the arc with the same radius. I will repeat the same from the another point. Yes, done. Now I will join it. Yes, first you check the point of intersection. Yes, got. Yes, extend it. Yes, it passes through the center. The first one we have seen. Second chord, I have to bisect it also. Okay, let's set this one. Again we will follow the same thing. More than half radius I am taking. That more than half length of this line segment I have taken from that chord. See, then I am going to draw the arc. Then on the another point, from the other point I will repeat the same. Yes, okay. Here also I have to join these two to get the point of bisection of this chord. Got. Now I am extending this one. Have you noticed where they are passing through, or where these two bisector meet? Have you noticed? Tell me where it is. They meet in the center. So how many chords you are drawing? If it is the diameter also, then also you will get the same. All the chord, if you are bisecting, they will passes through the center. This is the universal truth. Here you have asked in this question also, where do they meet? So here we can write for question number 8, they meet at the center. They meet at the center of the circle. Okay, this is the answer you will get in this case. Okay, now I am coming to the another kind of question, that is question number 9. Okay, in this question you have asked question number 9. I'm telling, draw any angle with vertex O. Take a point A on one of its arm and B on another such that OA equal to OB. Draw the perpendicular bisector of OA and OB. Let them meet at P. Is PA and PB is equal? Okay, you cannot understand it at a time. Let me do it one step by another step. Okay, so first one. Here you have not asked what kind of angle it should be. So I am going to take one obtuse angle triangle. Let's draw the angle. I will take one obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse means it will be more than 90 degree. Okay, so this is the angle I am taking. Let me extend it little more. Now the length of OA and OB, it is also not given any fixed length. So what I will do here, you have asked to name this one as that vertex would be O. Now on the arm, on these two arm, we have asked to take the equal length. So what I will do, I will put my compass and I will take a fixed arc, yes, to mark A and B. See, I have marked this one. Let it be OA, this up to that, and it is B. Their length are equal. I don't know whatever it is, but it is equal. I have not measured the length, but they are equal. Yes, how we can say? Because we have taken from the same point to the same distance. Now, you have asked to draw the perpendicular bisector on OA and OB. Let's see. We have to bisect OA and OB. First I am bisecting OB. Here again we are following the same thing. We are taking more than half of the length of this line because I am going to bisect OB. Not the full line, it is OB only. So here first arc I have drawn with the same radius without disturbing my compass. I am drawing the another arc. It bisects the previous one. Let's join it. I will join this one. Okay, yes, so extend it. That line I have got. Leave it. Let's move to the another part. Here I will bisect OA. Now I am going to bisect OA. See, again I am taking more than half of this line. So in my compass, now I will draw the arc. Yes, first arc I have taken with the same radius from point A. I will repeat the same thing. Another arc I will draw. Yes, got. Now I will join these two intersection point of this arc. Let's join them. Set the ruler properly, then join it. Yes, got it. Yes, and here you have asked to extend this bisector and let them meet at point P. So here these two bisector has met at point P. Yes, it is P. And now you have asked to check that the length of P to A and P to B, these are equal or not. So what I have to do, you can draw this line. You can join P to A and P to B. If you are not joining, then also you can show. I am telling you how. Yes, this one, then it is PB. 1 second. Yes, done. Set it properly, then only draw the line. Otherwise, it should not be the perfect one. Okay, now I will check are they equidistant or not. So I will measure this one by putting my compass. Yes, PA. Yes, it is correct one. See, whatever the length I am getting from P to A, that means PA, and it is PB, they are exactly equal. You can see it is PB what I am getting, and this is PA. Yes, they have the same length. You can measure this one by putting your scale also. So I hope you can solve all the questions of this exercise. So your homework is complete exercise. You have to do all the question of exercise 14.5. Thank you.